boy aba Jamira Bank say and they shares no one more be a to Brabeto dear na on some fast aba so my fixed deposit in so no bosumi and sabosumi siani bosumi dum yenu o de usika kwato ho no a and fast good o de baso amount Jabolivia Enterprise one of the future life smart food aba anti kwajo dear aduane pa wudi a boost to immune system no enyima ko na so yasimu a ye de Owia Kaseɛ boy eba akenkanfo a multi ye ne eyemme Nana Kwame Ajman Opambo ena
Ajua Nyako Abronoma
Owia Kaseɛ body nchemu enie Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana ye twanitia FNC Closak aye omayi ne nkrabata adwumako ahodo a wono na nyuma ahodo wa abamu no wono ehwe eyemu adwuma kama na enchere ena wono ba mane se condition of service ahodo bi a wono ne aban ekọ ho nhye na ewasan kasa nhye a wono ne aban kọ yemu apamo a wo nyina no kọ benkro wasan ka aban di so efiri amfempinu ni adurunu mu eba no aban no abunasum nuanti sade ya tintontan wo bi ebo no nyom ade se wo mo de wakan ye nyina agufom a anya de se wono beko akoye adwuma bio enam so ama Ghana fo bi mu a wono akobe FNDF registry kura no wono ebo sujetre se wono ko ha wonkoto obi an watumi aye adwuma eti ama we sense close akadwumafo titiri wono adedi akotene ho nanso no wono de wakan de agufom na no ana aban ye se ene ati sade a Mumra ni nyina kwatena pono ni entoato adwen enedue se de be ya no ko benkruma mbetumi asanso akọ na makoye adwuma nanso ene close akfo egba mane se womoni aban ne kwatena ase banche ne bode no nko woi ya entumi anane fufuo esanse won mo kono na susuye anase won wani so ade hunu se nka aban no ene hihia beto wani no akira kwan a obefa so atwa won sika na koma ho nanso amane senti no atuate ne de egiamu dendenden na executive secretary ayewura Isaac Bampo Ado wani central for kasa nsemu a wodi tu dwa bi enie
that have been made in relation to the strike action embarked by CLOSAC from the 9th of March. That have been made in relation to the strike action embarked by CLOSAC from the 9th of March. After deliberations, it was unanimously decided that the strike action should continue unabated. Thank you.
Solidarity forever, and the union is strong. Now or never.
That have been made in relation to the strike action embarked by CLOSAC from the 9th of March. After deliberations, it was unanimously decided that the strike action should continue unabated. Thank you.
Yetoso ko sofo sha hone de ensem so no koyanso na ye yapekusugu emrahye petwane ye John Abdullahi Jinapo wono so e de ababeto dwa se aban no wonhye bia enche bi ode babeto akwam wo no ode to akwam wi a ba bayi wo mo akra serenda ibi e firi amahodo so e de ebegu ye mayimu sa na ma nyema ba betwam wo kire se Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company GCMC owo ma behye mukina ama mu twiko mo ayedin aye adwuma ni ya ma yankasa ya tumi a produce cylinders ya ebe yusuo na ho mehia bio ti ya baka kwakra cylinder e de free ama hodo so e de aba na emampanyi kire se panyifo kire mu se omo hia be se $8 million e na omo e de yes project ni nse sia no omanya mu be se $6 million na saka akra bi ama sika no aso ebetumi aso ama sa recycling yi ho ne ma atumi abaso na cylinder omo so atumi aye bi wo ye man mu bebre a ho hia se ye bekwa akofa bi e de free ama hodo so aba Yewra John Abdullahi Jinapo.
Office has been working with the MPA, of which my elder brother headed before, and Ghana Gas to revamp Ghana Cylinder. I can confirm that so far, the estimate shows that they need about $8 million to be able to revamp it. we've been able to mobilize about $6 million for them. And the retooling is going on. In fact, if you look at what they've produced this year, it's more than double what happened in 2024. And so we are on course to revamp Ghana Cylinder. We are on course to retool it. Not only are we doing that, we are giving them off-taker agreements and setting an escrow account. So that as part of the cylinder recirculating model, as Minister, I've issued a directive that will recall all the old and obsolete cylinders so that Ghana Cylinder would retrofit them and make them useful. And also we've signed an agreement with GOIL so that GOIL will be the off-taker for the cylinders as part of the Ghana Cylinder recirculation model. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me assure this House that we are on course towards retooling Ghana Cylinder and making it a modern factory fit for purpose. What we intend to do is that eventually we would ban the importation of cylinders and insist that all these cylinders and canisters ought to be procured here in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company ya frase no a eteso mutumi ya cylinders bebre entisika we no ababan de beso masene ne baboa amom koma ye den aye adwuma ye na ebe kakra kra no ye twam obi ankokra cylinder bia emewura ye man wosofo no ohwa hone ne ensem so no koyanso e na wo ye ya pikasugu kusugu emra hye bedwane ye John Abdullah Jinapo ne etinenken
Bosumi ojefone de toso aduonu so na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kopiemo ewo mrasebe bjafie na empempenso my Ghana ejina sesi ya de kan say State of the Nation address wode emu amanebo ekotu eja na ukọ emrasebe bjafie edon kase na afi don kuma no afam emu akanifo no nyina wonum ache wonum adwe etwato ede afama mpanyin nsemu a wode ekotu eja no eho eno na kanifo ede madon kuma ewo emrasebe bjafie wasansi efutu empesiaso mrasebe dwani Alexander Kwame na afenyoma ken akasa ana wode atudwa ewo ho ese mampanyin John Dramani Mahama wadi Ghana mabunu hwambo yie papaapa esense wabra na Ghana fo yeguso eya hoboane yakoto aba na presa pre wonu de nam no asamba ko a woka amane to Ghana mabunu asumpa eyesese wo ba obabie bie nyuma ama mabunu no wonu matimi anya biaye nanso ene aban ba yei wo bisase enyuma na ewo hen eniema enkose de wonu musi epe na ekirese aban no adi wonu hwambo yie papaapa wose emprempre wo mi arasabia pii na wo hodo mu a anka aban betumi de sika akohyem ni wasi awie nanso aban na dwen ewo so se wo kwa akoto ankrankra je TV na waba abetinam wose aban saa na ya anye diye enokra na nchen wose de ye ka akire kra na nsen kokwa akuafo hwe mu kokko sika ni mu a aban sima beti se hu advert bi on chese ni nyina no eya de ekirese aban ne niema enkoyie ensem bia ora Alexander Kwame na afenyoma ken oditu dwani.
How can government say it has no money to continue building hospitals, yet suddenly find money to purchase a private jet for the president? Mr. Speaker, what are the priorities of this government? No money for hospitals, but money for jets. No money for the sick, but money for comfort in the sky. No money for the cocoa farmer, yet money to buy jets. No money to subsidize electricity, yet money to buy jets. No money to fight galamsey, yet money to sponsor social events. Mr. Speaker, when the government cannot finish hospitals, but can buy aircrafts, it has made its priorities very clear. The NDC has betrayed the Ghanaian farmer. Mr. Speaker, when they were in opposition, they promised that they will pay a farm gate price per bag of cocoa, 6,000 Ghana cedis. Today, the reality is different. When farmers woke up one day, the finance minister at the Ministry of Finance, through a press conference, announced a haircut, reduced the price per bag to 2,587. This very disappointing. The farmer who believed in the promises of NDC was disappointed. And
Alexander Kwame na afenyoma ken wonu na dada nkuma na no mrasebe dwafie no wo chese de ye ka akire kra ye aban o ya titire o hu chese we twa kuafo no haircut ama won mani so akini won mo chese enhye ni nyina no wabuso
yeto so akọ wosoafo a wono anase mpia wono ewa asensa otimra abato mpesua so ye rajon nti fojo akache na wono so wabekasa ede afa kwan a ene we no de ntwamo wabetwa bi pa ede abo eye bambo adwumakuo no kwan mofa so mofa mabunu ede komuo na wosoafo yi akire se we no we de afrakadam pa wo recruitment we de o say ye biggest camp pa ena akoswe yi na ne nyina ne se wo se adwumakuo ya hodo yi ahya mabunu asabe wo mo ni adwuma ye o mani asoto akọ mo nsemu a wo mo nim se o yankofa form so ni yanko hwirihwiri mama nkrofo makotwa park ho ahia mo wie ya manfo mo wo bambo adwumakuo nim na omo se de etwa ma wo kura ne se age no a empanyifo pagya mu di free 25 de ko 35 no sa ne ma nyina kyese na ani omodwe ho omo nte ase na honorable wintim fodwo kyere se wo de so bo no ebo bambo adwumakuo ne fa woye mai mu hantiria ministry no se wada Ghana fo mabunu omunim so omunni adwuma ye nti no omo kan yo betu agum nti na anim se dipu dudro se na abefa den na akobiem so obi ankofa form so no mra ene ne kafa bibi to ho mipenipa sei manya wie mo maka mo fam 2.2 nche mbotom na nka mo nko wo so o ma anye ne saa enu ti saa de na akoso no ade a entwa ye Yera John entim fojo
scam wom ene se onim sa 5000 slot to pen whatever befa immigration police fire service and Ghana prison service now so odika kwa bonten ko promise Ghana force or babe fam mebunu nyina akọ security services mu owie yen so ono an NDC penifo da fia meko Sam George nu nyina aka ho e kan say NDC full soldiers say wo mo expand age limit ni every 25 and 35 emie mu bia emra apply Minister for Interior Honorable Muntaka enso age sa populist idea ni tun e ka kire Ghana for say kanina na ki fa police immigration fire service and the prison service junior ranks no and other ranks ni junior recruit no wo fa AC 25 no or trem akọ 35 enti wo awani edu 35 ya grab to me apply no emma dodo na nya adwin bi se eni aban akọ tam slot bebre enti no eni obi also apply emma mu di obi 220 series application for wo mu wie ye no over 500,000 over 500,000 youth eni odo mu se mu sika aban actually free sa mrante ne maba wa mo nya adwuma hwe ni mu se ka aban be mo adwuma yi ho through this recruitment 130
John is for Joey ya mana so ha wo se we ne de kamia ko yese aban na mu abi adwuma a wo pe kwan yi nkrofo no so wo bra memu adwuma wo kọ bu kọ ye ojeje wo 2.2 wie ye na hwere basem wa mo mo hwe eno so ye koti
mo bu mo kwasia za kwase bu esu de ye ntena ho ma mrante ne maba wa o kan ha mo sa ka ebi to forms no miensa oto miensa na boka 660 akwani ba o twa ye de ye screening de ye body selection yo de ko internet cafe o ma boka bebre ni sa pan woni mpefe se 5000 pe na ba befa na u twa de leo wom de dada wom ma 500,000 apply so de be abenya sika fi o mo no atwa mo abeka se 5000 pe na afadia wabu am kwasia on for mu sika sama obia sika bia otua e bia no on fana de ma no ewie ni sanso ewie se ya hwehwe mu a mu edo pa ne edo sa recruitment scam we aban na nsasa si ehwehwe mu yie ne esesam ne atutu bibia hyehyɛ ne yie ansa ya toa so na next time na recruitment bi akoso a ehun se emu da ho fine ye mrante ne ba we ya omo akwa scam na ka ban de na scam na ban we so ba ye ne recruitment bi aye basa wo hwɛ military recruitment ye ko ye ya independence na efa mu stampede ehwere wo mo kwa ba ko to mu bepem ne
nti fojo ene ete kanes aban no wagadre watwa nkrofo abe wa ese adwuma bi na kewudi kan wa Ghana no first kabra ne mu adwuma wi ani ase chiaka nti wose aban ne form sika mu bebunu bia okofa forms 2.2 amman ko hwiri twa park to shia ya amanfa no ada amamo fa bosika man revenue nti fojo yi wona ya asen south mu ahye ni ko mu ahye fi won so a abedwako ahwe bamba won sam sie fi ha ne abontetie no oya ranking member e wo so
akọ hwiri do park so atuaka
me say bra
abusuama yento akase bono eso Chichini Edema National Democratic Congress mechire NDC amanyukoni Owia Johnson Asidun Ketia na odi ato Ghana mabunu bese mpima hanum 500,000 a wonmo ekotwe nkrata akuruche wo honsem guso na yekosusu wonmo tenten wontiatia aduane a wonmo tumi di ane de omontumi nie se de ho hie sitie ne ade ni nyina awieye na yaka akire wonmo se yentumi mfa kese anu ntino ebinom enko na yemfa kakra emfa nko wura bambo adwumanum no eno de ato wonmo anum se we de wo serew emabunu no yentumi mfa wonmo nyina enko hye bambo adwumanum na se ya fasa amabunu mpima hanum na ene anipa bone ni ba de beka me yakwa akwakire no ohun chese criminal bi anka chese omunyina akoye bambofo enti ebase ya adwuma no kra no womunhu de omoye enu nti obesere se wedie womunya abotoye mu na wo cheche mu no ane wo sesa wo hwe aban no a enko onya yanka mabunu n'anyuma no ko bema wo no papa na ensu sika no eni honom enu nti awase wa ene kakran no de sanse mi tudwa no na eyamane bo a oman so afa wo hwe afisem bambo so ade abatu edwase wonum akoto nkrata no eye besa mpima hanum ene akire de na enso no emu besa mpimu numpe ene obetumi afa wonum adwumam ene na thank you to mu na Owia Johnson Asidun Ketia kasa wo de sanse mi atudwa
100,000 ena womo empe kwai akopolisi endi o cheki 500,000 na se yesi obia ope kwai akomdom yemfa police for 500,000 ehe kan na omenya kromfo kra chichi wo for na e kwachi wo ye nyina ya koye police enti why ani ebe kwa kwachi no enti so ye president na nipa 500,000 say obia petrol go police ya obaye no dey make so police nyasa otwele temano a na wawie esese o fa no na o pesika o de betua neka o pe ba bia o be ye enti yebu sa konta no eche se nipa ye betimi afa wo mo afiwe just 5,000
yanhwe na se yakase phobia akoshemu a one house one policeman na ogina honom pampe ntisa na bekọ akoye eba se ya police fon kwase munya adwuma nye mampanya be de akire mire bi wakan wasese ye adwuma ni nyina na ekinade ne ebeye ntisi ya fa munyina kronfo wo he a moko akọkire no wei Owia Johnson Asidun Ketia we titani adima NDC amanyuku no
lawyer na je bofo wonso na ye mrahye bedwani osomade hia wo mo ewo mensia south abato empesia so wasi asa aban na the talking government aban ni ba ye kasa nko a eno wakasa na ko wakasa kra kanye ya wasi adwaadwo aban so da no otwa adwo de kire Ghana fo adwuma wo ho a wasa aban ne ye no aban na gya no ato nchen owo ban na chibosha hodo wo sha Ghana fo nyina lawyer say aban ba ya so abo mfi taduku watwi nani a chese wonye mu ba kokra na wasi aban ne hye won de o ma ne susuye bi agenda 111 no a abanda da ne gya hodo wo hwani okoye ne ye na ne anesefo a wo mawie suku ekwadwokwa ya kontembre so munya baabi nkoye no niemfo mo nko no mo so koye adwuma emfa nsom Ghana fo na ye ma mampanyi di bra ne dia e wo so butumi esi gina ye dia no o hye na ne bu oduro si wakacha mampanyi se mampanyi hye na adwuma bebre wo ye man mu no wonye na wonya kasa ne nko a na mrahye bedwafie ho na lawyer na na je bafo wa erikoto dwa no wie no wasase asamba ko ha no ye ha ne nyina ne se o mamu yi nyina ya pomodi aso ye twa sika de amom akobo mo ho bra ya mom 100 million Ghana cedis ye wie ya mampanyi project ya water sanitary pad ama maya no kwa de 200 million Ghana cedis na Ghana fo nyina pomode ene maya pad de he na nke wo se mesika no so lawyer ejei bafo
in the sector to take care of expenditure in the sector with the ripple effect of having more money in the pockets of our health sector professionals to curb brain drain. Mr. Speaker, today we have been given a mandate of 180 something members of parliament. About 57% of Ghanaians voted for you to make very bold decisions. If there is a problem, this is not the time for lamentation, it's the time for solutions. So fix it. Fix the problems and not come here and lament. The statements are riddled with lamentations. Mr. Speaker, you inherited Agenda 111. Continue with it. It was a brilliant initiative by the Nanado administration, Nanado Dankwa Dr. Bawumia administration. The implementation was with the taxpayers' money. Let's give value and meaning to the taxpayers' money. Fix it so that our physicians will have a place to work. Fix it. Mr. Speaker, in this year's budget, an amount of 100 million cedis was allocated to the Agenda 111 program. Whilst you allocated 200 million cedis for sanitary pad, the problem is a matter of your policy choices. It is not a country that is helpless. It is a problem of wrong priorities of the NDC government.
Say, here and Sanya, I fata Ghana for how Yamahudo be break here. Tabani, no one yet here no, and San will be our dear a fata lawyer. Nanaje for woman, she has south much of a journey, and also yet in Kane.
Ghana Cocoa Board one more abo amaniesa umuguso didn't share to a consider beya. Cocoa acquire for one more man who bet me and say chiba, no more dear twaso akosia upon emo. And semi beto Jawabra teaching ni Edema Cocoa Board. Ora Samuel of Osu Ampo for one name cocoa for binum. Echo share ye ewo abua kwanof and afifantia kwa south mensini mua. Nina ewo akwe mantemo. Nano and wade to one more animal say empempre wade sa asemi ato one manimu no. Ade say one ate abadwokuo bi a one eguso aya ho nhye se wo wi a wode ba beto Cocoa Board danim na afei one so timu pod watimi ade account na san nhye no wode ato akoma boa se ne be ya na no cocoa akuafo no one ma no se omu kosuapon mu a one betumi anyanse achiba na no beboa ama won ho atumi ahare wo se no so na nchen aban de eguso a afidie moto buru ya one de pitipiti cocoa so no be sempem mienu ahanson betumi ache ade ama akuafo na afa niam ahodo a eno so yede boye ho ban eye PPE na no so be se empem ade wotwe nkron ana wonam Cocoa Board so a wo ba abeche Owura Samuel of Osu Ampo
fi aban ye me se ya momodin se esa ne se ya ye free a friend SHS intimo sa scholarship na ye de ma akuafo ma no ye mfa nko tertiary me nya no free scholarship for cocoa farmers children who are in tertiary education at more universities friends training college and no the ati committee be a committee no ye ho adwuma en check na omo de ho en somewhere be about tuga then no so ye de support the cocoa farmers no ade a aban aka kire ne say Cocoa Board yan hwe cocoa so na yenja Ministry of Roads and Highways no so nya de en hwe roads and highways enti aban em ye bibi e fe no rationalization of the cocoa contracts no aya na ama abaji mu fakese na fi Cocoa Board nsem say or they call na or they akwashe Ministry of Highways Roads and Highways na or they a big push na say moment bi atua say na be Cocoa Board
Any party say Owia Kaseɛ aye titani Edema Ghana Cocoa Board Owura Samuel of Osu Ampo
Yeda so our Dr. Samuel of Osu Ampo and semnu na wo se aban no ama cocoa akuafo niam ahodo omo bebo omo ho ban e betumi abo ama obudwumadie enso aye kama wasan so ama omo afidie a eno no omo de bo spray no eno so ama omo bi na we no yaban ne tirimu papa so de boa ama cocoa akuafo ho to omo omo so atumi anya empomude mpa ne adwemu fan no omo de aye adwuma no abo ama ye cocoa industry no enso akọ nanem na wo de sansem we tudwa abra woni cocoa akuafo a wo mo efri ebuakwa north ne afa infante akwa south mensia hodo mu prehemantem nem na kodi nkomo ho na doctor Edison Semoyi ekoto
Cocoa board I had say in spite of all the challenges I want, all the interventions I had work cocoa farmers no you because why in fact you best supply free fertilizer, you best supply free insecticide. Menomo ka say no you procure 27,000 spraying machine, motorized spraying machines. I they break your phone now over them cocoa. Your TV at all about 89,000 PPs yeah gloves and tadia overalls Wellington boots you quite cool say na ya top I the break your phone after buy and say
Samuel Fosu ampofo wono na board chairman Edemagana Cocoa Board
Metro Mass Transit Limited era wonomo ede kokobonsem akọ ede ama obia wonomo asase bia eda Opera Square wakogina so ene wayesu adwuma gidigidi se nipa kono wontwene ho emfamfiri se anamo a wotuno esanse Opera Square asase a eye Metro Mass Transit for de anya de se wono bejamu ama ankrankra bi afa de biera da ene nti se bia no wan kasa wo afutwi hu hyi na osifo mu a wasi ana se waiwo na ofrisuru hyi na no so bahwe se tum anu so wasi ntiwedie nipa kro no no anfa na funtwi bia no osifom esen so mba be wai no amana beti atofom na no ene wo kire se emprempre kasai His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na aban no wonum akra bases ahodo pi na besa asane akire ene beboa ama Metro Mass Transit no atumi agina na so se eka 24-hour economy enhye no nti wonte ne ho asese Opera Square asase yantamu a wonum agya ede ato wonum a Metro Mass Transit Limited wonum ye adwuma oso no akoba ne se ankrankro bi akotamu a eno ene wodi ne dwuma ewo so na eno ana Deputy Managing Director ade Metro Mass Transit eye Owura Haruna Aparedu wone ensentwerofo kasa ne nsemu a wode tu dwa bi enie
Amampani hu so no nko antimi mu Ghana man to behia aboafo ano maboa no sa aboafo ni bi ane miankasa Managing Director Owia Kaseɛ opaw no ana opaw me so ana opaw me nua de nsumasi siamra metinti Metro Mass miano ya ba ya enkrata bi edi ani hu ye no na ani adwere mo me Managing Director ba ha ye nim si afa Ghana ha ya terminal ba bi ani edi ya kwan shan hu dwumadie no Opera Square na one of your biggest terminal in Ghana ani John Dramani Mahama su yi ba ye o ye ba say yemra me reset Metro Mass reset no dia chia no yemra me tene no dia bunu no yesum ni dua na etumi nyina ye wura ha ni hu se dan kakaka na si ni faso ba ku na si anim ha ye ko bisa ho pani nsam awia no yesu pusu nunu a na wote ne kankan ye pin ebo pin AMA ye ko ya sabres me pani su adna ba no ono se afoforo se na yesu ani aba foforo ya ono se kire se no kure ade wanwa abo ni pusa ne se adan kakraka yesi hayi sabe teburu so dan po ya fa ma oman Ghana
nipa ete se wo kasai Owura Haruna Apa wono ene Managing Director Deputy ade Metro Mass Transit na no akiri no ana adwadifo bi a wono ewo Opera Square wono so eche se wo bo Metro Mass Transit mpanyimfo abaso pa efa anamo wono etu na wono ani age esen se bia na wono ye adwuma ma wonsako wano ani abetu wono mu a wo bi akukuru dan ede asi wono
enti se aban so opeso de adwuma ba adwuma bi ne yenso ya hyase ya de bo aban enti no aban no onhwe yet bia yewom ene opepa yenso ya firim pese ya de bo o man no na onmo nso so enhwe no momo aye ma omo nhwe onipa ba akofo anim emma nipa dodo nyina no aduane mo na se koba ne saa o man no nipa yewom no ena yebesi apene stores awo hai omo si awia a yentime nje store ba 700,000 enipa yo ha yemudo do se na betimi akari sika 700,000 for the position enipa ntime nje eti ahoho a won firi wo man mu ena ba beje sa shops na yɛn kuruma no
ne yɛnim sɛ obi na so ɔbɛgye ha fa na ɔno ne na abusua atɔn adeɛ wɔ ha na ɔma didi ho ana yɛn nso asi da bi yɛmpene yɛnyina yɛ ɔman Ghana deɛ aban asase ne yɛte so wɔ ha yɛte pavement so yɛtɔn adeɛ kakrakra yɛde hwɛ so na sɛ obi ba bɛsini dan wɔ ha wɔbɛsini dan wɔ ha na yɛ yɛbɔ anyenye anande yɛbɔ asesa deɛ yɛma na yɛ yɛbɔ anyenye anande yɛbɔ asesa deɛ
la ko be so ema ne ka ye ni ke ba ma nwe ba gba wona wo pa fai to be ni metro mas bi
enti we dwadefo bi a wono ewo Opera Square enkran anu wode sanse metu nsɛnkyerɛfo anim na maintain kran kanya san ka de twa to nkam chechi mu mam kama yento aso
yeto so dia da yakoye ni me Owia TV enwumre no Owia Kaseɛ bo ene twaguo ye kasafo nyini so wo sanso etie ewo precise 105.9 FM so samni bi do so gu ha yenkoso ana yenkenkan emfa ensom we na se ye hu se social media no so ahono pa na we no ye wo mu ache plantain chips ye ena na wo mu ho aka adwamuo na nsem no ene nam se wo mu plantain chips an ye wo mu che no omo di anwane si jana so na ebe bia anwane ye hia na ene o makotam rubber no de kata nsuo so no ebi di apapa ye ebi so de kakraka no atubi pake force gumu no aha no omo de ato anwanim na achia che rubber no ansa no mayi de brodi o se inu agumu ache ama ya bewe na se aye crispy aha na aye kama grodi ama yawe sansem no babontin panyifo babontin abekasa fa home food and drugs authority FDA ababontin e de ababetu dwase sansem no enam no Ghana ni bia otibi abotu go fisi nya no kre omo chese omo de omani atofom de omo aso atofom tie bonto akwam yame ahodo a emayi che plantain chips omo akoye nhwemu nyina hu sente saa na momwe na ebosremu ka tutibia na wato akone na Owia Frederick Kwabena dade agei ono na wone Owia Kaseɛ bo ekasai
it at the moment emphatically FDA yedi obdibodi friend say evidence say sa 7 years nipa can just like in the past though up till now yeah nipa no waka yeah pro yeah be doors yeah because obi a okita evidence bia de sre on famra na fe yenhwe na ye de kakra ya no ye ho si ye hu bibia sa
okay
ye pese ye be bonipa hu ban enti nkofo anhwe e bia mre be do munya time ye betimi these days no ye betimi de kobo afa sa social media ne ho nsem a nkofo pie ka na nsen ya be say 3 weeks enie yet ye first obi a no aye home video no say the video no ma me bin and or market about so ba no cry friend ye da say investigation the akas obi of feel say bia ono ate e bia strange scent and as bibia nye obrodi friend characteristic no o ma ye hu
okay
Roderick Kwabena dade agei wono na ye deputy chief executive officer the Food and Drugs Authority FDA ose wa wo hint bi be ka kire omo no mo amu de o ma ne nam akokọ ọkọ ache plantain chips ihwe ya wo mo hu ina ja Roderick mo hu ya video ni so eda Owia TV kasafonyini so a abayo sabasiri wo ache plantain chips ya wo de rubber yi na opam we
anwa hyehyehye ya
rubber bi che bia na rubber na bi che
ebi nche bi
we rubber no amu chiwi amu yi gumu no wono ne de nyansani wo be yi de agu rubber ni mu no wo de rubber ni nu Ede for say nyanu kra.
Ese ogu asew. Na wanka asem na ba from ka de bechi. Randomly ni mo bo afam ni mo akohwe se de manfo si ye niema.
No mo de fam ko be.
Ye ti anwo ne ade o me di kura bi ye mu nya asem ketwa. Oh. Abusuyen to Kaseɛ bo no eso na yenko ensem fufuro emu. Ken Ali Awudu oye president Edema Pre-Tertiary Teachers Association of Ghana. Ye twani tia friend say pretag ana wode ato edwase amani bo bi o manwasua asomoye ede ato edwase akyerefo a ye fa won mu nyumam efri amfimpino ane adunu na mu eba no akoba ne sesebio enkrata asem ane bibia fa won sika asem ho yamfa kwan pa so ne de fa won madwuma mu nti won mu nsa enka wakatua ebesinde no sansem a wonu di tudwa no enya no kure de biara da na wose wo tumire ni wa kire esie sanse wo wadanse die enkrata a kire se bebi a wose asoye asabre na wonu hwe sikasam tutuye so wonu eye ene fa kyerkyerafo no nyina no omo ye ne sa pepepe ni wose no kure mu nie 2025 2026 eba no obetimi akase omayi sikasam asoye no sikasam nkrata asam wo fa sa kyerkyerafo no nyina na wo mahwe aye ho adwuma wi enti ene nwanwa pa se GS betwa no ho no wabeka sa kyerkyerafo yi yamfa kwan pa so na fa won madwuma anu nti agye se won kyere wonse adigu mpanyimfo so ansa na wonsa akan won makatua na no ana Ken Ali Awudu ekyese no kura bia nim anu nti aban ne hwe na de edi safata sa kyerkyerafo we nim no wonfa ema
in which is quite annoying is that nurses and teachers were recruited around the same time in 2023 and 2024. As we speak, all the nurses has been put on scale, and the current Minister for Finance issued this letter just this February. 11 months arrears of the nurses should be paid, and that 2 months should be paid in April this year, 2026. 3 months should be paid in May 2026. 3 months in June 2026, and another 3 months in July 2026. Why is it that, as for the teachers, nobody is giving them a clue as to how they are going to get their 10 months to 14 months arrears? Why do they continuously treat teachers like that? Why is it that teachers and nurses were recruited together in the previous administration, and the nurses have all been put on scale? And the Minister for Finance have come out with a roadmap how the arrears will be paid. But when you come to the teachers, some has been put on scale, some have not been put on scale.
We Ken Ali Awudu no and a Tertiary Teachers Association of Ghana Pretak Ekuno Oda Ano.
Ora Simon no Maji so no NASC wo awoda Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Ano na wakasa ene dey abra na GIPC 2026 Ashanti Investment Forum ekoso ewa Asante Mantam Kropon Kumase ye na ho no di tudwa se de ntia afi sa GIPC fo yo madwen se dwumade no ombefa Asante Mantam de agina so no se mantam ne mantam a ejese ye kama pan ba nnwuma nsam ene se manipa akonya emo no so ntimi mo ne bra enya adwuma wa hama ne ntintim dia ene Asante Mantam no ye mantam a bua mabunu pa wo sai ekwan ne so hwensa sesemu wo hwe efoma gudie tuo wo hwe manufacturing wo hwe agriculture nsam ene nnwuma ahodo bebre no mantam no gina na so a eboa nipa wo sai kwan so no nti ena afi wo mo yi Asante Mantam yi ede esi wo wie no ka che mabunu se mabunu so hwe na anya wa adwen so to no unya ska de nkran na abakode uzika akoye adwuma wo ho oso fra Asante Mantam no nya bibia ye no wa haye ahanso ye ebeboa ma nso atumpon yentie yewura Simon Maji.
Sisi abebe edu no ye road show we ya broni bega say road show to identify investment opportunities in various regions and market them to investors. Ene Nyankopon adaroma otumfo adaroma musomo adaroma ni regional minister aba be pio Asante Memo enti ene dwumedi aye di ne say ye ba be showcase investment opportunities ayo Ashanti region ama local investors and international investors also opportunities a bit media come your missions abroad investor be interested out person be business or how bit me about once Ashanti region unique is almost in the middle belt of Ghana. It's about 10% the land size of Ghana. So what you're saying is also the most populous region. And I will be BAB, logistics, manufacturing, mining, agriculture, agro-processing, and various districts need our different opportunities. From GIPC and partners.
Simon Maji wanona yesi wadema Ghana Investment Promotion Center. We are here. And a good President here, Joseph Obey, and so Erika Kra.
Na yetimi industrializes. We are talking about 24-hour economy. So, Pamben, you bit me a first one. You been your industries in Ibiwo, mantemu na say mpotonu eye regions na ya ye ka ho asem eno na ye bedi ho nkomo etre eniema ya na ye akwansidie entimi esi akwan ema sa enjese ntimi ba hu say bebre eka ensem fat efa access to capital, affordable capital. Every day, nipa dudu ewo helu emu dudu na asa na omoka. And omoka bibi about utility cost, electricity bills and onkeka. And no ne fapema ema manufacturing etumpon. And the sanya no say abind midi ho dwuma na wayense say a ebetimi amana aba forma. Na say sabe industrialization na ye ka ho asem say 24-hour economy no the fapem ne say edwuma bekoso wano industries be ye edwuma ye increase production ahono na ebia ye be run a shift abebi akọ 24-hour ne ho nkeka ho tese 24-hour
Penye tini wadi Joseph Wapen wano na ya president edi majori fo nkabomuko Oguta.
Na Ashanti Regional Festival 2026 enche na ebekosene no ena oba Asante Mantemua. So afọ wahweso ayunyamfo Dr. Frank Amwakohene wa friends entrofo ama yenua Kwame Redu na watimi bi wono wadi nkomo na de ode ato wono anim ne se omanfo kasan we social media minister and was a TikTok, Facebook near the one and I'm so sad was saying, and then up there for Kwani a fast year near ma. And you will be a bit me a banatina and a besia, and you money and you will want the dinky town. No social media so dear. Say, oh, you will be become crowd better media for I'm a new I am more a juma, and send me a Dr. Frank and Wakohene at the 2 Jenny.
Present, and they get a lot of breakfast. There are times we show here, if not for social media, they wouldn't know you. We took our car and say, for instance, Catholic is still around now. I come and say, I'm going to have those things. But I'm not going to do that. Ghana need one need Ghana, I'm going to say, won't follow what is happening. So it means that it brings you more closer to the people, more closer to the world. Now, say, I want to as minister. Then it became like they say, oh, they're community. Or say, guys, I'm your man. And I'm not and because one thing about leadership is that it is 80% communication. You can do all the work well if you are unable to communicate to the people on what actually they are doing.
Curtis Owia Kaseɛ Asante Mantemua for Dr. Frank Amwakohene.
Yentwa so na yenko yenimre ewo Kaseɛ bonimu a yekwa na yekọ ye medical superintendent awono ewo Amasaman Government Hospital Dr. Samuel Ntiamwa na wono so ede ababa tudwa se nche bia na yare betwi ne ti epie ye ewo Ga West Mensi Kaseɛ nim na yade no ede burili cancer na eno no titiri eya na yensuo mu yade nyam se nsuo no omo ben ho ne nti no ene afei sand wine se de nkofo tu anwia wo fom no sa ne ma ne ka ho bi na sa yade no ebeti atese wo sa empotable ho na wo kyese afi wa wode toto afi etwa mu de na sa afi ye pa efisa afi etwa mu de na yade no enya nkrofo yie wo sa empotable ho na afi de o kyese akofom eno eye enege se no de sanse mu etudwa abra na eja wode akyede kakra bi ekwa akoma ayarefo bi a wo mo enya sa yade ni bi wo de kosua na koma wo mo manya bi wo asubiti ahodo me ho na Dr. Samuel Ntiamwa e de sanse mu yi ekotudwa.
The African Women in Animal Resources Farming and Agribusiness Network, AWAFA, Edomasine, Juma Mwabediwa. Ahaye Buruli Center, Buruli also ba Greater Accra region, Abayne Sheda Kreti Center Ahaye the show. Banyami Adum, America Crani Yenya Buruli Nibi, and so you know Chester Center na Yagunu. Omoshe Ekua Eseburuli, any Ekua Huru Bibria, Omoshe Town, any other surgical wounds. Tenadoya Mabe Abeche, Kusiyama patients. Ebedas Kusiya dia protein boapa protein so in say boa for wound healing. Say crew ebewu no ina protein ehun bamfa so ti ebo eko na baso. Nama asho mun kran say omun koso na omunye saa do enye say limited to Amasama.
So President Owia Masama Government Hospital Dr. Samuel Ntiamoa and Yetinike we ye no and a national coordinator Edema Air Consumption Secretariat Madam Comfort a champon and Sudi Bisos.
Yeah, me say me coordinator for Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat. Yeah, no call rounds Emma education on egg consumption e Ghana ha. Enti na sa group we our family any wivac eno ye maku a womo ma ayewo efuoye mu won a eyen emo atitru ayenkokka ho enu nti na mete say well every year bia many women International Women's Day yakoye donations a ya na ye dikosua ka ho because ya na health no ehia yen ena ensensem a omkeka gu kosua so no ye take opportunity ne say ye de be kire mu akire won say ni a omka na enye nokure
for to we ya pe na ya phobia o so enya achede bi enso ene ye kasai
ne ya mama ye hu say 94 class se wudi kosua eboa ma ade atwa wa ewu eboa ma wunyi eboa ma wonompemu yedin tisani ma na mesua afim se fi sa break me di kosua
bebri efi se kane no na enipatu ya egu ya bem se wudi kosua ubenya cholesterol wudi kosua se but enchechre na me ati ase se kosua ye manipadua no titru omo enyini mpo no ebie wadwene
nti sesi ade mati ati ese which we din su krachi sesi ade mbedi ni kese pa mbedi pa em say enye ye nyina ne wo but ya besua no ne ye ka no mo amon sua bi no montie na monfa ye we na nti kosua no ye anye ma wo yare bia
pani eni kosua enti kosua no medi kakra time bi ho a meni bibi enti se de ya tie de na chese ye betimi ehu se kosua na ye no eye ma enipadua no nti obia udi kosua ebe ya ma
NPP amanyekuo na kanifo abamane se wonmu edenhie bi eba eno eyententenfidie supporter akobie ententenfidie anu wakoso se obeso obe ya amanyekuo ni ba anaso ya amanyekuo ni ba dada registration na mo ye no wakoso wakokruchire ho nsem nyina guso ednamu a na afa tumi krata no wonsa atumi aka no wose we eya na mo a wonmu etu se be ya ensem bia ba todwa se na nsen NPP amanyekuo ni bi ekwan to wo se wobi opese okoka amanyekuo ni ho anase wum dada onkokruchire ne ho nsem mu krata mu no ase constituency ahodo executives ni bi omode ade na hye omamotuom open na osemada mini wo saa ene ekoso wose we ade omoye no mode ayi saa ade no ede afiose anu so be ma kwan se de be ya wonu a wa mano ne opese obeka amanyekuo ni ho no wonu so betumi aye wonu ma de pepepe ensemi churchfo pani ade ma New Patriotic Party Era Justin Kodua Frempo JFK wono ane de sansemi atudwa enei wabra woni nsentwofo hyiae
atatu biem enam se e pese hyehyɛ no ma nyina yenti party no ade atum se yenwa mo a bibi nti omo ntimi nkɔ polling station kodwo mudin na so omo complain se bi party penifo bi eye kana na bia on pese register the document registration document your friend online registration platform about say bia wo bia no obetima your registration no when your registration in wie now try use your member dey go ni friend temporary membership card no so o pese e be your permanent membership card and there e so prebre na da pro police station na okotrudi ohana ipani people say say na dia wo pese mu ye manhwe a yanum ene ye nyamu a omo ne ya dwen ko bemko no omo nya so betima betro mudin ona so betima your online registration no omo ye no na say asmo mo kan mo ye de mo omo say enye bone Empo NDC chairman Yere said Ketia, or Shamu said Yakoswa, you are Mama, or the Ghana for Shamo, and the police recruitment won't send me go for market Yataso. Ghana, one which I come fango work costing Nano, O Sabana, Ada, down party no, no person can people one, you better not to Womra. Nemo Neso Bayana, no read party no one ran this year or. To be over the piano, you better very verification. You also am Papuano or Kayo Hoa, or why dream passing over the year, the Manabua party, I to say, Bia, Yaneno, and Yabako.
It is Owia Kaseɛ Ayura Justin from Ponkodua JFK Wano and the Church of Open Dima NPP Amanyukuno.
Na Buhagu Mahami Abdul Shereganso and a him Pomwa Wada Mampusi. Nanom atena konwa na wono so de shira ene mpaibo de ama chairman wontumi yewura entry Bernard Bosiakon wono ekosra na wono mpesua so anase na soye en wokọ ya na ere atudwa se chairman wontumi de afa ne se ne bapreko pa enye enchen ti wono so na ni so de hunu awowo wo MPP abanyoko ni mu nyina na so wota na chi wani so ne honhomu na wo bom paipa so ema no se ne kokwa mpaibo nyina so ebebem na chama wutumi ani so de hunu nyina abemu ede amano na wo wiye en wo de eto aso se de wo ka chiri nyina ya futuo so won hwe so wono so ne kwan bi obetumi afa so abo ma MPP amanyoko no entitimu emmem na nkabom ebekoso atena amanyoko nim no chama wutumi ma anu hia no na nya de ade bia wo be etu ho ana wona afa so fa buo eni die emma obia ne ntumi emmoa emma bibia enko kama yentie na Buhagu Mahami Abdullahi Shiriganensem.
And what you are requesting is not beyond, it means the prayers and his support in whatever way he's prepared to offer. You should not be afraid of the policy, because this is your home. And as a home, you should not hesitate if there is the need to consult him for anything. Be assured that he is going to stand behind, he's going to be inside. What to say?
Owia ya pe na ye rabena denchi Bosiakon chama wontumi so de sembi etu Owia Kaseɛ.
In the wisdom of Nairi, he enskined his son as a chief in his palace. In the wisdom with Nairi, he said, me Chemawun to me and his own son, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, are twins. Through his prayers, now his elder son has been elected or have the favor from God and MPP people. So now the smaller son also is vying for the national chairman to join his senior brother. And his son, he cannot come here without seeing his father and show his loyalty and his commitment to him. So I came also to seek his blessing and prayers so that when I get the national chairman, I can be loyal to the end.
Titirani dema MPP amanyoko ni rabena denchi Bosiakon chama wontumi ene etene nken.
Jabirira Bank yemfa na ase enkonfoma wo fixed deposit bra be ye bia bese bosumi miensa bosumi nsia ne bosumi dumienu na awose tam ede amamfinhia aduana ba akomuni na wonum aye adwuma shares no so wose betobi na ye de ensesi yaboa kurukura krakra bunkunta na yaka wonum a ewosika kra bia wonso wakase ampa mesika ehye Jabirira Bank emu na wonhyehye na edafom boko emfaspudu nso ewom hwehwe Jabirira Bank akiri kwan wabra wo frɛ 054474 5856 and 0242387498 and I say Bosta 389 star 984 hash. Now so shares no what to me at all there.
Ya Bolivia Enterprise and the future live smart food aba almost in nuane we ni nuane pa. Ekura nuane no ahodro ni pedua no ehia nyina. So opeso ni pedua ne tiapo na ya de wa bia mechechire wo na pedua ne fiber protein vitamins na minerals nyina wo mu na so ne ye simple. Osagu cup mu ana adu nsu afra onu mu ane se wudi ne ye bafua. Kama enuane no wo mu enkofa yade bia emra wo enu ti anwumre ya wapon wo fie mpacho kwaje future life smart food ni bi na fa ye waduane ne de beboa ma wompom enso aye kama omecha kwa wo so for line alignment patasa kwantepo no so from L0242878090 0242878090 and that's 0246 010 150 0246
And I say, and confirm newsroom about when you generate so na de Owia Kaseɛ bono SC ewa hanu maken kanfo a moti ne me nana Kwame Achiman Opambo ena
Ajwa nyako abronoma